What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are back here in the How to Survival series, and today we are going to be preparing for the Ender Dragon fight, rather, by getting a bunch of stuff that we're going to need to get to the end, and then what we're going to need while we're in the end fighting the dragon. So, first thing that we need to get, we actually gotta wait until it's night, or we can go looking in caves. But, we need Enderman for, Ender Pearls. So, we're gonna need to find some Enderman. I don't know how many Ender Pearls if I have any. I got 10, that's a lot. Yeah, that could actually be enough, almost. I needed at least one blaze rod spare, but whatever. So yeah, convert all your Eye of Enders, Ender Pearls into Eye of Enders. And yeah, I have 10, so this might actually get me a long way. We'll see, hopefully. But I'm just going to wait for night now and actually sleep so we can see where these get us. And I'll show you how to use them. Okay, so once you get your Eye of Enders, all you're going to want to do is hold them in your hand and right click, or use your button that you use to place blocks, and it'll fly off in a certain direction. Then you just follow that wherever it leads you. So it will pop back sometimes, but sometimes it will also just pop and you won't get it back. So you just gotta be wary of what it does, but follow the direction it takes you until it doesn't take you any further. And I wouldn't recommend just keep spamming it, just kind of follow it for a while, like go in the direction it pointed for a while, then throw it again, then see if it changes or if it's the same, and then just keep doing that. So now I've come this far. I'd probably normally go a bit further, but just for demonstration, let's do it again. Yep, it's taking us the same way. And here we go, we take it again. And then you just keep going until it stops, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so these pearls have led me here, and I don't know where. I just threw some of them to try and demonstrate it, but they're just vanishing, but whatever. Now I'm just gonna kind of make a bit of a spiral staircase down into the depths, because this is where you're gonna find the dungeon and a cave. Apparently, you're probably gonna find caves as well, but be careful once you get into the dungeon, because you are going to have many mobs awaiting you. So yeah, just be a bit careful. If you have torches, definitely start placing them around. Or say if you have a shield, make sure to wear that. Alright, here we are. Once you find stone bricks, that's when you know you're in. Alright. I already saw a guy here. My dog's gonna take care of him. I found a dog on my way here, so whoa, that guy scared me. Oh no, I hit my dog. Okay, so now all you're gonna want to do is look around this place until you find a room. And I can tell you what that room looks like if I end up finding it, which hopefully I will. But definitely light up this place so next time you come, no mobs are here. Okay, here we are. That wasn't too hard to find, actually. My dog is going to go take care of this silverfish. You sit. I'm going to take care of these guys on my own. They pose no threat whatsoever. Alright, we're probably not going to need this spawner. So, you know what? Just in case we end up wanting it one day, I'm just going to light it up so nothing spawns in it. But this is the room we're looking for. It has one of these spawners, and you'll probably hear or see the silverfish. But this is the thing we're looking for. The Ender portal. Be a bit careful because there is some lava down here and on the sides. But, yeah, just maybe fill that in. Place a torch there or something. Just make sure you light up the place, otherwise these guys will spawn. There, that should do it. Yeah, that's good. So now what we're going to want to do is get our eyes of Ender and place them in the frame just like this. And I'm 5 short, looks like. And I lost 5 on my way here, so I would have had enough, but you know. Okay, there's still a silverfish apparently. So that's fun, as always. Just kill this guy. Yeah, some of these blocks are infested, which means they got these guys inside of them, so they shouldn't pose too much of a threat to you, but you know, be a bit careful. But now it looks like I'm going to have to get some more ender pearls, because I have run out. And I do have the blaze powder, so I could just wait around here. But I think I'm just going to make them more ender pearls, and next episode when we come to light this up, I will properly, fill it in. So we'll get the ender pearls, keep them at home, and then just light it up next episode. And I think I'm going to keep the dog here, because I'm going to need it here in the future. So, stay. Alright, so now that I'm back, we are able to look into how to get more ender pearls. That's what I was planning to do at the start of the episode, but I was fortunate to have some just laying around. So one way of getting these is just, you know, hoping, wandering around to see an enderman just standing off in the distance, then looking at it or just chasing it. Like here's one. If I look directly at it, he will get angry, then he'll chase after me. I would recommend using the shield kind of like this to make sure he doesn't deal too much damage to you. And you can't shoot your arrow at him, because he will just teleport away. But yeah, you just do this enough and you will eventually get enough ender pearls. But you gotta wait until night for that, and then the thing is they don't burn up in the day, but you do still need to wait. But if you have access to the nether, this biome right here is actually a good biome for them to spawn. So I was quite lucky to spawn in one. Although I would rather spawn in other biome and look for this one, because this isn't one you exactly want too often. But yeah, we can get some in this biome. So if we just look around a bit, hopefully we can eventually find one. Because a few of the only mobs that can spawn in here are endermen and skeletons, as you can see here. So yeah, we just gotta wander around a bit, hopefully find one. Oh, it looks like in my hunt for the enderman in this biome, I've ran into a nether fortress. I'm not sure if this is the same one as last episode. Went a different way, but it could be big enough that it is the same one. But I'm gonna need some blocks real quick, just to, whoa, not fall down there. Just to build over to it, and then go there for something that I need, and that being blaze for their rods. And hopefully we are able to successfully get some, unlike my track record with the endermen so far, because I haven't found a single one over here. But it looks like we've got some blaze over here, which is what we've come for. Yeah, another wither skeleton skull. Looks like we're going to be finding the wither before finding any endermen at this rate. That's a complete lie. I found one over here. Okay, so now that we're back in the overworld, we are able to craft up the remaining eyes of ender that we need. And there we go. 5. Exactly what I need. And since I haven't bothered to get rid of this chest, I will place everything I need in there. Now, we're going to need to make some potions. And that's just so we are able to have a better chance of fighting off against the Ender Dragon. You definitely don't need them, but they're very useful. And I gotta just chuck some of my stuff away. Alright, so to make a brewing stand, in order to make the potions, we're gonna need some cobblestone and a blaze rod. So just 3 cobblestone like that and a blaze rod like that. And we got ourselves a brewing stand. We'll just place it here, because why not? And you gotta place a blaze powder in this slot to fuel it, and like kind of like this uses coal, this uses a blaze powder. Then we're gonna need some nether wart in this slot, but we're gonna need glass bottles with water in them in the other. Now, do we have sand? We have 1 piece of sand. Definitely need to find a desert. Okay, so I got 9 bottles now, and I'm gonna make 3 of each potion type I want. And so for that, we're gonna need 9, because it's 1 water bottle for each potion. Alright, so we do just this, click on it like that, and they do not stack, so make sure you have enough inventory space, but I made sure of that. Then you can place 3 at a time in here, and when you place this in here, it'll turn it into an awkward potion, it's called. And it doesn't look much different from these, but it is slightly different. So you're just gonna have to make sure you kind of recognize what it is. Okay, so now from these awkward potions, we're gonna need to use certain, I guess, add-ons. So say you put something else in here, and it'll turn it into a different potion. To make something like strength, you would use blaze powder, but I will add a chart somewhere on the screen, and that'll show you everything that you would need for every different type of potion. But the ones I'm looking to make are healing, regeneration, and slow falling. And for that, we need 3 things that I don't have. So, I mean, I guess I gotta get them. So, for healing, I'm gonna need a glistening mallet. For regeneration, I'm gonna need a ghast tear. And for slow falling, I need a phantom membrane. And I'm going to start with a ghast tear, because that seems like the quickest to get. So, little trip to the nether, find a ghast, kill it, hopefully it drops the ghast tear, not over lava. Okay, so for the glistening melon, what we're going to need is a melon slice, which doesn't look like I have any melon, which is really unfortunate. So we're going to have to look for some, which is not exactly ideal. And for that, we're going to need to go look for a jungle or a savannah village, which none of it really looks like something I want to do. You can also get it in loot chests from the seeds from various places. But damn. That, yeah, I don't know if I want to do that, because sounds like a bit too much of an effort. And just double checking which potion this one makes to see if I really need it. Alright, this one makes a healing potion, which is not something I necessarily need. This one just gives you health instantly, and it doesn't, so it would be useful, but I don't think I'm going to use it actually. I'm going to come to regret that, but whatever. And the phantom membrane. For that, I got to not sleep for 3 nights and wait for phantoms to spawn first of all. So, yeah, I guess I'm not sleeping for a while. But while I wait for that, I guess I can make the regen. So I just place the ghast tears in here, which do a bit of that, and then over time it will convert into the regeneration. Now you can actually use redstone dust or glowstone to either in various different potions to either make it like 2 or plus, they call it on this sheet that I'm looking from. Plus makes it last longer, 2 makes the effect more. So say for regeneration, you will get half a heart every 2.5 seconds, and that will last 45 seconds. But if you turn it into plus, it is every 2.5 seconds for 1.5 minutes. But if you make it 2, it's every 1.2 seconds for 22 seconds. So you gotta decide which one you want. I think I might be going with the 1.5 seconds, because that sounds like something that I'll need just for it to last longer instead of it going constantly. Now you can also turn it into a splash potion that makes it last less normally. But with that, you don't have to wait and drink it. You can just throw it on the ground. But that's again something not I'm gonna want. So redstone to turn it into the plus to make it last longer. Just place it in there. So as you can see, 45 seconds. But it will now be 1.5 minutes hopefully, if this sheet I'm looking at is correct. Yeah, there we go, 1.5 minutes. So now we're just gonna have to wait for a few nights so we can get some phantoms spawning up in here. Okay guys, we finally got some phantoms. Took a bit of a while, but I've just been doing stuff around, so it's fine. But yeah, we got some phantoms now. If we head on outside, see them flying on about. But we do have to deal with all these other mobs while I try and defeat the phantoms as well. They shouldn't be too hard to defeat. You can either shoot them, and that guy's gonna blow up. Now I have some more terraforming to do. Yeah, you can either just shoot them, or wait until they come in for a sweep attack, and then just hit them with your sword. So just like this, then hit them with your sword. Get the looting effect that way. But all these other mobs are kind of annoying. Alright, there we go. We killed the phantom. And now we got to deal with about 1 million zombies. Jeez, look at the amount of zombies. Okay, now that I've dealt with those zombies, I can see how many phantom membrane I've... Only one, really? That's kind of disappointing. Unless one landed on top of the tree or something. If you click F3 and B, you can see the like boxes where all the drops are and stuff. But I don't think I can see one on top of the tree, so doesn't look like we did get another one, which is very disappointing. All we need is one, but I think I might, since I'm on the right night cycle, not sleeping, I think I might just go a couple more nights and kill some more phantoms, so we just get a bit of a backpile in case we ever need them again. You know what? Change of plans. Got other stuff to do, so I'm just gonna go to sleep and get on with the next few stuff. Also, apparently I clicked F3N while trying to click F3B, because that's what that message is. So yeah, I guess we got one phantom membrane, which is all we need. So we put it into here, make the awkward potion first. As for most potions, I believe there's only one potion that doesn't need an awkward potion, and that's weakness. You just put a fermented spider eye straight with water. But every other one needs nether wart, so yeah, gotta do that first. And then we just put the phantom membrane in. Here we go, phantom membrane. And then we just wait for that. And while we're waiting, I'm just going to show you what I did while I was waiting for those phantoms to spawn. Did a bit of terraforming around and build kind of farms over there. So yeah, I did a bit of terraforming over here, because I'm going to be doing some builds over here in the future. So I just got a pathway coming here, going to do a bit more once I start building, but you know, it's enough for now. Did a bit of terraforming around here. There was a bit of a hill. So you can see this grass is still growing. And then a few farms over here. That's about it. Now we gotta get on with some more stuff. Okay, so now that we've sorted all that stuff out, it's really all we're gonna need in terms of stuff that we actually need to get more stuff for. Like, go out of our way for. That's what I'm looking. That's how I'm trying to say it. Anyway, I'm just making this last a bit longer. And then, but in the meantime, I will get on to the next thing. So the next thing you're going to want is food. My main source of food right now is bread. So For me, I'm just gonna, oh, well, no more wheat, but I can just AFK a bit, or not AFK rather, but just sit around a bit, collecting some bread. That shouldn't be too hard. Will only take a bit. Probably just take a stack, that should do you. Maybe a bit more if you have to walk over to the portal. But yeah, stack of food should be enough. Probably don't even need that much. Half a stack would probably do. But no, I'm just going to bring a stack. And then, just quickly talk about armor. If you don't have armor already, definitely get some of that. Diamond armor is definitely preferable. But you don't need it if you're good enough at PvP. Which I'm not. And it's not really PvP. It's PvE, I guess. I don't know. Not play versus play. Play versus entity. But anyway, enough of that. So food, armor down, out of the way. Probably you're going to want some torches so we can light up a bit of area around the dungeon a bit more if we forget some of that. That's alright though. If you're planning to go back into the end and don't want to deal with a bunch of endermen lurking around on the island, you can place torches there to keep them from spawning. But you don't really need that too much. An ender chest would be really nice to take as well if you're planning to go straight for outer end islands. But I'm going to be coming back, so I don't think I'll be worrying about that. But I might... Oh yeah, I do have an extra one, so I actually might do it. Don't have any obsidian. I don't even know where I'll keep that. Maybe here? I do have the obsidian I need for it. Alright, so I will make it. Alright, so 8 obsidian and 1 eye of ender is all you need for a ender chest, just like that. Obsidian with a normal chest with an eye of ender there. And what these things do is you can place your stuff in here, and if you had another one over here or anywhere else in your world, you could open it and get the stuff that you just placed in there. So if I break this, make sure you break it with silk touch, by the way, not a non-silk touch. Otherwise it'll just turn into obsidian and you'll lose the eye of ender. But you can actually see what's in here with a mod I have installed. But if you place it down, and then all the stuff's still in there. I don't really want that stuff in there, so I'm going to take it out. But yeah, now we have an ender chest. Nice. Alright, last thing we're going to need. It's a bit of a weird one, but you don't necessarily need it, but it's a bit of a kind of gimmick, I guess. But a pumpkin, if you place a pumpkin down and shear it, you get this carved pumpkin, I believe it's called. Yep, carved pumpkin. You can place it on your head. You can't really see out of it too well, but you can place it on your head. And that way, if you're looking directly at endermen, they will not come and attack you, so it's a bit of a precaution to take for them. Again, you don't really need it, but you can if you want. It takes off a bit of armor. I personally won't be using it, but just thought it's worth a bit of a mention because it's a bit of a funny game mechanic. Anyway, in terms of items that you're going to need for the Ender Dragon fight, that's about it, and I'm going to keep away from this creeper. I don't want him anywhere near me. But yeah, that's about it. If you want to go outer end island hunting, you might want to bring some fireworks, because if you get your first elytra decently quickly, you can use fireworks to fly. And that is a very cool mechanic that we will be exploring in the future. But next episode is just going to be about fighting the dragon for me, so that is all I'm going to do. Anyway, I'll show you how to make fireworks real quick, actually. You're going to need some sugarcane to make into paper and a bit of gunpowder, which we actually just got off that creeper. So if I just go to a crafting table, because I need to make the sugarcane into paper, just like this, and then we place it with this, you get a firework. Flight duration 1. If you want a higher flight duration, you can use 1 paper to 2 gunpowder ratio, just like that. And if you want flight duration 3, 1 to 3. Personally, I always just go with flight duration 1, because it's really all you really need. I don't see the extra 2 gunpowder doing any good, but it's there as an option if you want it. But basically, when you're using elytra, because it's kind of like gliding elytra, you would just fall like over time. But these rockets, if you're flying with elytra, you can just right click, and it'll do this, but in the air, and it'll propel you. So you can pretty much fly instantly, not instantly. I guess instantly, but instantaneously. No, that's still not the word. Indefinitely. That's the word I'm looking for. You can fly indefinitely, well, until your durability runs out. But, of course, you can put unbreaking and mending on the elytra. But that is, again, something we're going to be exploring in another episode in way, way, way more detail. But anyway, that is all that I wanted to cover in this episode, and that is all that I have time for. So, hope you did enjoy, and next episode is going to be a big episode with the Ender Dragon. So, please do tune in for that, as it will be very important. Anyway, hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content like this. But until next time, later guys.